If you're struggling with a drug or alcohol addiction, now is the time to take action and get professional help. Call Recovery Centers of America at 1-800-941-2358. You are worthy of recovery from your addiction, and calling RCA will be the first step in getting the help you need. Recovery Centers of America answers the phone and admits patients 24/7, and because safety is a top priority, all patients and staff are routinely tested for COVID-19. Their expert team of physicians and medical professionals will treat you with compassion and dignity and provide an evidence-based treatment plan that's custom-tailored to your specific needs. Recovery Centers of America has detoxification and residential treatment centers across the East Coast and Midwest, and many of their treatment centers are in-network with insurance providers. So RCA's best-in-class inpatient and outpatient care, which is offered both in person and via teletherapy, is affordable and accessible. Make this the year you conquer your addiction. Call 1-800-941-2358, 800-941-2358.
Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving.
I don't want to take advice from fools who always won every time he plays the bet. Money, that's what I want.
Alrighty, folks, we're in a little bit of beta testing, admittedly, still, but here we go. What we definitely hope will turn out to be a daily feature, as it looks like we can go across multi-medias with live broadcasting, with free picks, and a whole heck of a lot more information than that. We'll also have some computer trends. So if you do like this, regardless of which medium you're watching on right now, we go to Facebook, YouTube Live, Periscope, and a couple of other live sites. So we hope to bring this to you on a regular basis. We're, right now, I guess you would call it more of a pilot mode, so to speak, or a test mode. But we should be able to bring you this stuff on a regular and daily basis. I'm Joe Duffy of OffshoreInsiders.com. We do have a tremendous portfolio up for today. NBA Wise Guy play at OffshoreInsiders.com. Let's take a preview of the Akron-Miami of Ohio game. Akron is going under 8-1. They do have a 5-3 spread mark. The Zips under percentage is tied for the second biggest under team in the nation, though they've gone under by an average of 9.5 points per game, which is fifth in the nation. Again, that's one of those what we call the sweat barometer, what some people call the sweat barometer. We like to call it ATS margin, how much a team does or does not cover by, or in the case what we just quoted you, how much a team goes over or under by. Miami of Ohio, meanwhile, 2-7 to the number by an average of minus 7.2 points per game ATS. Akron gets just 3.5 yards per rush to teams normally allowing 4.4, and 6.9 yards per pass to 7.3, as well as 5.2 yards per play to teams that normally give up 5.7. So basically, their offense is pretty bad. They're below average rushing the ball and passing the ball. Zips, though, are vulnerable to the run, allowing 4.8 yards per rush to teams normally getting 4.1. And despite a 3-6 straight-up mark, Miami of Ohio has a yards per play deficit of just 0.1. So that would indicate that maybe they're not quite as bad as their straight-up record would indicate. Remember, that's one of our golden rules of handicapping. That straight-up record is one of the single most overrated when it comes to sports handicapping. It's definitely one of the most overrated statistics, to say the least. Now, how about a free NBA pick? And we are going to have some NBA trends and a whole lot more coming up in just a moment. But we also want to give you a free NBA pick. An angle that's won for us for years. It's kind of become stagnant and reemerged, and then this year it's been so-so, but still something to keep an eye on. This is not a premium play, by the way, but when you have two bad three-pointing teams, it actually goes over at about 56% over thousands and thousands of games over several decades. That would apply to the Bulls and Raptors to go under the total. Once again, the Bulls and the Raptors to go under the total. We are going to have some NBA trends for you coming up in a moment.
DuffyGifts.com offers the finest My 31 gifts, such as purses, jewelry, organizers, storage bins, and so much more. These gifts are perfect for graduates, weddings, and any occasion, whether it's for him or for her. For the most thoughtful gifts, check out Stephanie Duffy at DuffyGifts.com.
Yeah, the rumors are true. That would be my wife. Plus, one of the things we're testing is the ability to run pre-recorded stuff. I think it went pretty well, but seriously, it is that time of the year, and make sure you visit duffygifts.com for the best gift options. You will thank me later. Biggest consensus plays of the day, and some might say contrarian from the NBA. Washington, far and away the biggest consensus so far, followed by Cleveland, San Antonio, then the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers especially as of note because biggest consensus plays, not always, but more times than not, do benefit favorites, but Philadelphia is an underdog. Now, it was a very popular feature back in the day, the Trends Report. When I say back in the day, it's back in the scorephone days before the internet. All records are against the spread unless we otherwise note. Milwaukee and Cleveland. Milwaukee 1-8, playing on 3 or more days rest, but they've dropped 5 straight to the Central Division. Meanwhile, Cleveland is 1-7 overall. They're also 1-7 after allowing 100 points or more the previous game. And the road team is a solid 5-2 in this series. Philadelphia.
If you're struggling with a drug or alcohol addiction, now is the time to take action and get professional help. Call Recovery Centers of America at 1-800-941-2358. You are worthy of recovery from your addiction, and calling RCA will be the first step in getting the help you need. Recovery Centers of America answers the phone and admits patients 24/7, and because safety is a top priority, all patients and staff are routinely tested for COVID-19. Their expert team of physicians and medical professionals will treat you with compassion and dignity and provide an evidence-based treatment plan that's custom-tailored to your specific needs. Recovery Centers of America has detoxification and residential treatment centers across the East Coast and Midwest, and many of their treatment centers are in-network with insurance providers. So RCA's best-in-class inpatient and outpatient care, which is offered both in-person and via teletherapy, is affordable and accessible. Make this the year you conquer your addiction. Call 1-800-941-2358, 800-941-2358.